standing in front of the UN building in New York City, which was severely struck by Superstorm Sandy in late October 2012. Only 2 days after the storm, Bloomberg Businessweek placed its monumental caption, "It's global warming, stupid," over a picture of flooded Manhattan. Many others also blame climate change for natural disasters. But this is simply unconvincing. Even the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, agreeing with most of the scientific community, says that it puts very little trust in any attribution of hurricanes to global warming. Despite the fact that energy in hurricanes during the last 4 years have been lower than at any point since the 1970s. Robert Redford prominently claimed that we need to reduce the carbon pollution that's fueling these storms. This is a deceptive and morally irresponsible argument. Unfortunately, any realistic carbon cuts will do virtually nothing for the next 50 to 100 years at extreme high cost. Consider sea level rise, which caused by far the most damage in New York. If the US embarked on a similar plan like the EU's misdirected 2020 strategy, the cost and the benefit would be entirely out of proportion. Less than 1 inch reduction in sea level rise by the end of the century at a net cost of about $500 billion annually. Not only is that simply ineffective, it's also a huge misdirection of money. There's already a 3.3% chance each year that a Category 3 hurricane will hit New York, and global warming has nothing to do with that. A hurricane like that would cause sea surges of up to 7.5 meters or 25 feet, putting Kennedy Airport under 6 meters of water. Much of the risk could be managed by erecting seawalls, building storm doors for the subway, and simple fixes like porous pavements, all at a cost of around $100 million a year. Such precautionary measures would have prevented much of Sandy's damage, on which New York and New Jersey put a $71 billion price tag. Sandy underscored a fundamental question for all parts of the world that are affected by hurricanes. If we want to reduce hurricane damage, should we focus on primarily a very cheap solution that would enable us to handle storm surges much better within a few years, or an incredibly expensive solution that would require almost 100 years to avoid 1/3 inch of 25-foot surges? I think the morally defensible answer is clear, and it has nothing to do with immediate reductions in CO2 emissions, even if that's what all the headlines scream.